So no one else in this league is full-time pros, right? They are, so why aren't we? Oh, right, the crippling debt. Alright, thank you everybody. Thank you and welcome to a brand new season here at H&W Welders and our first in the Danske Premiership. Now, we're all very, very excited to be finally amongst the great names of Irish football, but also very aware of the difficult challenge that does lay ahead for us this season. Now, do we have any questions? Yeah, go on. Eamon Murphy, local reporter. Now, you step up into a league with professional clubs. How do you think you'll be able to handle it? Yeah, look, I'm just learning this myself. Look, I hope so. I do hope so. I mean, not all the clubs are full-time, only some of them, and certainly the clubs at the end of the table that we're expected to be at, they are part-timers like ourselves. So I'm sure we'll be fine. How important will Matthew Ferguson be? Massive. Absolutely massive, mate. I really don't think we can overstate Fergie's importance to our team. If he's scoring goals for us like he was last year, then we'll be absolutely fine this season. Now, Connor Hunter was sold out from under you during the summer. How do you feel about it? How do I feel? Well, I mean, if my goal here wasn't to win a European trophy with this club, I probably would have thrown dog poo at the chairman, and, well, that would have made me feel a whole lot better, that's for sure. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 3, Episode 1 here at H&W Welders as we move into the Irish Premiership, and today we are playing our first games in that league against Coleraine and Carrick Rangers. Two games that, we'll have a look at the season preview in a second, but two games that might be very winnable for us. But I thought the best place to start is probably here in the club vision to see how we're getting on as a club. Now this season we're wanting to play attacking, direct, counter-attacking football that makes the most of set pieces. I mean, I feel like some of those things there are a bit of a contradiction, but anyway, that's fine. So we'll just, I mean, basically we're here to win, and that's what we'll try and do. The goal is to avoid relegation, so hopefully we'll manage to do that. You can see we're doing a B grade so far for our job. They're delighted with the signing of Max Sternett, who was an average player at best. They're very pleased with our support in the club and the sale of Gareth Tommins, who of course left last episode in the summer transfer special. They are annoyed, or upset about Matthew Smythe's wage. Of course, if they hadn't sold Connor Hunter from under me, I wouldn't have had to go out and desperately try to get ourselves another centre-back. And to be fair, £70 a week, I think, is just about fine for someone who will be a first-choice player for us. We have continued to look for a senior affiliate, and although the board agree we would like one, they are unable to find one for us, basically. Finances are not great, considering the season's just starting. This is usually the high point. So we're 28.5 grand in debt. Hopefully, maybe we can do some cup runs or something, and that'll find a bit of cash for us. But yeah, not ideal to be sort of in the red to start things off. Now, let's have a quick look at what we're expecting to do this season. As I said in the league, avoid relegation is very much the goal. The 6th round of the Peaky Blinders Cup is the goal. We enter in the 5th round, so basically they want us to win a game. The League Cup, make the 3rd round. Again, we come in the 2nd round, so they want us to win at least one round. And the County Antrim Shield, I think it's 1st round, then quarters. So again, I think they're just looking for us to win one game there. So again, hopefully that will all be fine. If you have a quick look at the season preview here for the league, we can see Linfield is very, very much the powerhouse. Crusaders to a lesser extent. Now, if we're looking for the pro clubs, they are, and I did have a quick look at this. Crusaders is one. The other ones are Glentoran. They are professional. Glenavon is not, right? No, they're not. So that makes the other 2 of 4 are Larne FC and also Linfield. So you would imagine that they're going to be just about the top 4 teams in the league. Have a look at the season preview. That is more or less what happens. Coleraine, who we're playing first up here, are expected to be 5th. They are in Europe this year, so maybe it's not going to be as easy as, well, not easy, but you know what I mean, as soft perhaps game as I was hoping. But Carrick Rangers in the 2nd game, they are there and they are just above us. I didn't realize you could click on it like that. Anyway, I want to go back. Do I click on that? So that is must win almost this early in the season. You can see we're 700 to 1. It's ourselves, Carrick, Ballina Millard, who of course came up with us through the playoffs, and Gannon Swift. So we've beaten in a cup in our first season. So it's going to be between sort of 2 of 4, it looks like, to go down. But if we can maybe push up a little bit higher, then obviously we'll look to do that. As you would imagine, we don't have any players in the Media 11 dream team. If we go and have a look at the key players, we'll scroll down here slowly. I'm imagining Ferguson and somebody will be who the game thinks are our key players. Ferguson and Curran. Now, interestingly, I don't expect Shea Curran to be first choice for us. So, yeah, there we go. But that is what it is. So that is, I guess, everything led into the season. If you didn't see what we did in over the window, last episode is the summer transfer special. Maybe go back and have a quick watch at that. It's not too long. It's only about 20 minutes or so, so it might be worth doing. But let's go and have a look and see what we're doing here. First game of the season. We are against Coleraine, and we just saw they are a European team. So let's have a look and see what we're doing here. We are not really sure. We haven't got a scouting report on them. I don't know if I'm not actually expecting them to be a 4-4-2, to be honest. This is the team that we're sending out, though. We are going out in the 4-4-2. So the first team in the Premiership, Mulligan will continue in goals from last season. You will notice we have squad numbers now as well, so keep an eye out for those. Conlon will start the season. He'll get first crack at left back for us. The defensive duo will be Seth Keach, who was decent for us last year to good, and Smythe comes in to try and fill the gap left by Hunter. Right back, we'll give first crack at that at Sienna Foster, who was solid, got better the longer last season went on. In front of him, starting at right wing, will be Darby. We need to give him or Mick Darby, actually. We need to give him a squad number. McQuaid is going to get first crack at the defensive midfield role ahead of Leddy, with Lillis continuing in there as well. And Davidson, he was quite good for us last season, so he's going to start the season at left wing. And of course, the two up top, Gazinga, who is our big, strong target man up there. And of course, Matthew Ferguson, the man, the myth, the legend. He got 30-odd goals for us last season. We really do need him to pick up where he left off. The bench, Stratton is the backup goalkeeper just for the start of the season. Dykes will be the backup defender or centre-back. McCreary, a new signing. Again, he'll get a squad number, but he is on the bench to fill in right back for us. Leddy, who was really good for us last year, but I'm just not convinced he has the physicals for this higher level. He starts on the bench, along with McBrien, who was good for us last season. Curran, who the game says is one of our key players. I tend to disagree, but he's on the bench either way. And Byrne is on the bench as well. Again, he will get a squad number once we get into the game. No place on the bench for Ap Gareth. He's going to have to scrap and fight for his spot in this team. He was disappointing last year. £200 a week he's on now. And yeah, well, let's see what happens. So here we go, the lineups for the first game of the season. Of course, the snake that is Connor Hunter. That's not his fault, I suppose. It's the chairman that sold him. But he is on loan from Larne to Coleraine. So we are going to see him first game back. Let's hope he doesn't come back and haunt us, and we in fact can go and haunt him. We've got nothing to lose, let's show what we're capable of. Alright, let's go and say that. Let's get some fist-pumping faith into this team. And, well, welcome to the Premiership, boys. Let's go put on a show. I mean, I don't know what to expect, what sort of step up in quality we're going to see. We saw when we've played these sorts of teams in the league, yeah, they are playing sort of a more narrow formation. That we've not been uncompetitive with them. McQuaid gets an early ball in, Gazinga's header whizzes past the post, and maybe a little bit unlucky there. So we're going to start the season assuming that we're going to be competitive and see where that takes us. McQuaid with a corner. It's another good one. It's back post just bouncing around, and the keeper has it. But certainly a promising start for us here so far. Ball forward. And here we go. We've had a promising start, but are we about to find ourselves on the back foot? Smythe is not really into any sort of defensive shape there, is he? But he retreats back now. Ball forward, and looks like teams might be a little bit more clinical in this division. Yeah, I mean, Smythe ideally would be sort of back with the rest of the back four. We'd have our right back actually playing right back. And I'm not sure there's too much Keach could have done there, to be fair. It was a good finish. We might just have to hold our hands up, but needless to say, a little bit disappointing. Now, where is McQuaid? We're all over the shop, aren't we? We are coming straight back, so that might be a positive for us. Let's go a little bit more narrow, and we'll just see where this takes us from here. A kickoff highlight, maybe we can respond. Lillis has it. He gets the ball, looking for Darby. It's a terrible pass, though. And what we don't want to do, having gone one down, is go two down very, very early on here. McQuaid does well to win that back. Can he get a pass forward? Darby has it. What can he do? On debut, of course. He gets it tackled away. And, Yeah, I'm wondering the wisdom actually of playing with such a wide pitch in this higher division. Maybe it might have been a more sensible thing to try and narrow the pitch up and make it a little bit easier for ourselves. Certainly defensively anyway. But we'll see how it goes. If we can ever touch the ball, then you never know what might happen. And we have gone 2 down. 2 goals in a minute. Well, this isn't how the season was supposed to start, is it? Hopefully, now with narrowing things up, we'll see a benefit to that. Mulligan maybe should have done a little bit better on that occasion. That went straight past him. How's it his 3rd goal of the season already? Let's encourage them. We need to score next, though, don't we? We've got another highlight here. Davidson is doing his defensive work well. Can he win that back for us? Come on, Davo. Can he get it? No, he can't. Cross in. No one's there, and we're 3-0 down. Jesus Christ. Okay. So I don't think 4-4-2 is going to work in this division. We'll have to berate them. I'm wondering... Another highlight. You're not going to score a 4th, are you? Jesus. Not the most convincing goalkeeping by Mulligan there. It was such a promising start too, wasn't it? We've just fallen in a heap having conceded 1. Davidson now against Kane. There's a ball forward. Oh dear. We don't really have anywhere to go from here. So we're gonna have to change formation. Maybe attacking's not the best thing. I didn't see this coming. I mean, I know we conceded a lot of goals in pre-season. We also scored a fair few goals in pre-season. But I mean, if that's a deep line, we are in some serious trouble. Surely then, I mean, we're having a bad day. Surely they're not that good. All right, so this is not working. So let's go and make a change. Do we do something like that, I wonder? That might be a little bit more solid, mightn't it? So Darby would probably stay on as a Mazzella. McQuaid in the middle. Davidson will have to come off for Letty. All right, so we'll try that, and hopefully we see an improvement. We've got a corner to defend. Ball in, headed away. Go on, Lillis, get to that, mate. I mean, it'll be a hell of a comeback if we can get back in this one. Can he play Ferguson in? He tries. Ferguson is in. Come on, Fergie. Come on, Fergie. Oh, he can't beat the goalkeeper. And, well, there we go. We've got another corner. Letty to take. It's a decent one. It is claimed by the goalkeeper. Now, is that the highlight? They get it forward. Flick on to nobody. Foster should pick that up. Go on, Foster. Yeah, that's you, mate. There you go. Back to the goalkeeper, and let's see if we can build and go. Smythe. What's he got? He gets it forward there for McDarby. Back to Smythe. He gets it wide for Foster. Now, of course, the fullbacks are going to provide the width here for us. Ferguson goes past his man. Gazinga and Lillis are trying to get forward. Can Fergie pick someone out in the yellow shirt? He tries. It's Gazinga, and it's claimed by the goalkeeper. I tell you what, this different formation has definitely brought us back in this game, hasn't it? There's a header, and it's just wide. So I think what we're learning, and I mean, if we're going to get smashed, we need to at least learn something from it. We've learned the formation I think that we need to play. Here we go with Foster. Lots and lots of space. Cross in. It's there for Ferguson. Can Ferguson? He goes back out to Foster. Gazinga and Lillis are both strong in the air. Back to Ferguson. Ferguson's in. Ferguson can't miss. He has his first of the season. And in just before first half stoppage time, we are back in this game. Let's give them a little bit of praise. I think they've earned that. And playing this formation, we're 1-0 up. And that should count for something. Ferguson can only have just been onside, actually. Just got himself back on before the cross came in. And how close was this? Oh. I mean, you'd argue his foot is maybe off, but anyway, we'll take it. It's 4-1. What we don't want to do is give them another goal. That's yours, Mulligan. Oh, he's half come for it and then stopped and panicked, and there we go. So 4-1 at the break. XG suggests that it's an even game. So I'm going to say we've been unlucky. If you look at XG, we have been unlucky. Let's encourage them. And I tell you what, if we can get an early goal, you never know. There's the header. Oh, straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Of course, the problem with having to play like this, if this is what we have to do, is that we're paying Davidson a lot of money to be a left winger, and it doesn't look like we're going to need him. But of course, the upside is that Curran is a very good wing back. Ferguson's in again. Can Ferguson get a second? No, he can't, and it's cleared behind for a corner. All right, can we go and get a second goal here? 5 minutes into the second half. Leddy with the ball in. It's straight into the goalkeeper's hands. And, well, there we go. Highlight comes to a abrupt finish. Let's give them some more encouragement. Let's take Conlon off. Let's get Curran on. Anything else we want to do? McDarby's not having a great game. We don't really have anybody else to play in midfield on the bench, so that doesn't really matter. Let's give them some more encouragement. It doesn't look as though anything more is going to become of this. But, I mean, again, there are positives, despite the fact we've been absolutely smashed. We found a way to play, certainly against that sort of formation anyway. So, opening day disappointment. It was a terrible first half, but after that, I think it improved a lot. So, Glacken sends Coleraine top. Smythe has made his debut, as did McDarby. So a couple of debuts out of the way. It wasn't ideal. The good news is we're not bottom, so that's something. But guys, wait right there. We're going to face Carrick Rangers next, and hopefully we'll see a big improvement. Okay, welcome back. Well, let's try this again. And we have made a signing. It's more one for the future, but obviously part-time clubs, it doesn't always come off. But it is Thomas Sulahanen, a 17-year-old Finnish defender. Good in the air. Yeah, I mean, not too bad. Hopefully he might come off, he might not, basically. He's on a youth deal, so if it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. He was at a championship club, Bengal, last year. He hasn't played. He'll go down in our reserves. We'll see what happens. If he comes off, he comes off. If he doesn't, it's not really going to cost us too much. We did also get offered an interview with Linfield. Obviously, we turned it down because we are a much better club where we are. But yeah, we didn't really show it in that first game, did we? So we've got a chance for redemption here against Carrick Rangers, who are second in the league. So hopefully they're not going to stay up there. We can see here we've got a little bit better of a scout report this time. We've got a 4-2-3-1 formation that we're expecting to come up against. And this is the team that we're sending out. We're going to start the way we finished last game. Mulligan in goal. We're going to give Curran the start at left back this time. He's not the best defensively, but he's quick. He's got good dribbling and crossing. We need him to be an outlet down that side for us, so hopefully he'll do just that. Keach, Smythe will continue, and McCreary is going to come in to play right back. Again, just see how he goes. Leddy will get the start as a defensive midfielder in behind Lillis, McQuaid and McDarby. We do have Allmark on the bench for this one as a backup in midfield, so if it's not going well, we'll look to give him some game time. Gazinga and Ferguson will continue up top as always, and hopefully we'll do a little bit better this time around. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. Do I recognise any names? I don't think so. Alright, and what do we say to this? Go out there, show everyone you got what it takes. I mean, that's almost what we need to do, isn't it? We've got some nervous, apprehensive players on the bench, which is never ideal. We've got faith in your boys. Come on, get out there, and let's show them we do have what it takes. Obviously, I'm a little bit nervous after getting dismantled like that in the first game, but yeah, like I say, when we switch to this formation, we wish it would just stay on body language. When we switched to this formation in that opening game, we did see a big improvement. Now, of course, they're playing a different way. It may just be a case of they were very narrow anyway, and maybe that caught us out. But yeah, we'll see. Obviously, it's going to be a learning experience. What we just need to make sure we're doing is picking up points where we can while we're learning, and making sure that we're not going to find ourselves in a relegation battle this season. All right, Curran with a throw. It's there for Gazinga. We almost certainly are going to be in a relegation battle. There's a good ball for Ferguson. It's gone beyond him to McDarby, and McDarby gets himself a first goal for the club. I have a feeling that Ferguson may have been offside. So he's probably done a very good thing in letting that go, and Jamie McDarby at the back post has given us a lead. Good ball in from Curran. I think Ferguson is offside, but he stopped. McDarby's kept going, and he's got the goal, and it counts. And arguably it shouldn't. I'm not quite sure what the rule is there, but I would have thought Ferguson was in an offside position. But anyway, cross in. McCreary is there. He heads it away. Can Fergie go and get that for us? Got a little bit of work to do defensively here, it looks like. There's the ball over the top. Mulligan has come. He hasn't got there, but he's probably done just enough. We'll go back off attacking now. He's probably done just enough there to put the striker off. And as we go in at half-time, not only have we kept a clean sheet, but we're in front as well. A big, big improvement from the first game there. Things are going well. You're capable of better. I'm actually quite happy with that, boys. I'm happy with that. Just keep that going. Letty, a little bit more from you, please, mate. And yeah, we'll get back out there. We'll give him some praise. That's frustrated a few of them. That's not ideal. And, well, it hasn't been a game heavy on highlights. But that's okay. If we can keep a clean sheet, get the win, then I think we'll all be quite happy with that. Well, they're all happy. I don't really see a point in saying anything. Do we need to... Letty... Let's maybe give him some encouragement. Let's get McQuaid some encouragement. And maybe Fergie as well. Do we want to make any changes? Letty is continuing to not have a great game. We don't really have another defensive midfielder. I didn't think we were going to be playing with one this season, so we haven't really gone out and looked to sign anybody for that role in the summer. That's a good ball for Gazinga. Ferguson's offside again, and Gazinga's shot has gone wide. We've got a frustrated Ferguson. I tell you what, he's not having a good game. Let's take him off. Let's get... Oh no, I don't have him on the bench anymore, do I? Burn. Letty, I don't have anybody to play his position either. Alright, so let's just leave it as it is. Alright, work to do now defensively. Can we get this away, please? Lillis is there, wins the header, and McQuaid picks it up. Ferguson's with him. He goes ahead for Ferguson. He's out wide. He'll do well to score from here. He cuts back in. He's got players getting... Oh, he has put it straight through the goalkeeper. And he's got his second of the season, our second of the game. It's 2-0 now to the who are we? The Wolf Welders. To the Welders, anyway. Harland and Wolf Welders. And that should just be the Wolf Welders, shouldn't we? That just sounds a lot better. I don't know. I tell you what, that's a really good effort. It's a shame, in a way, that the goalkeeping was so bad at the end of it, or it would have been a goal of the season contender. But that doesn't really bother us, does it? It's 2-0, and can we go and get a third and undo the goal damage we did in that first game? Curran can't win the header. Keach can't quite get across in time. Hold him out there, mate. He does almost one better and wins it back, but it's fallen for a player. There we go. McDarby has it. He intercepts. Oh. A little bit more patience there, mate. A little bit more patience. Smythe goes out to a wide area. Lillis wins that header. Ball in. Curran is back there. It's in front of goal. A good block from Keach. Saved the goal, perhaps. It was offside in any case, but, well, Keach wasn't to know that, was he? Lillis is looking tired. I don't really want to take him off because he's so good defensively. Really, really strong in the air. Letty is worrying me, though. We don't have anybody, do we? We just don't. Dunlop would be the backup, but I don't know if he's even ready for this level. But anyway, there we go. At least we've come back. We got smashed in game one, but we've come back very well there. We've defended well. Look at those match ratings. Ferguson's taken a chance. McDarby's off the mark as well. And, well, that's just good all round, isn't it? So there we go. Rearguard action provides memorable victory for the Welders. I think after some initial nerves in that first game, we've showed ourselves there that we can at least compete at this level. So that's going to be good. Of course, Carrick Rangers were one of the favourites for relegation, so we don't want to get too excited by that. But, yeah, we've come back well from an embarrassing first up performance there. So that's excellent. If you've enjoyed that, guys, make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And we'll be back next time. I think what we will do is... I'm not too concerned about the Cup, certainly in the early stages here. What we might do is come back for Glenavon and Glentoran. We'll be at the end of the January window at that point as well, so we can sort of go through that and, well, yeah, see if we can. I mean, Glenavon is a semi-professional, but Glentoran will be our first game against a pro club. So that'll be a good test for us at home as well. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been Aussie Villain. Take care.